Hello. Okay, recording. Cool. So, this is a vlog, and let's talk about something. Alright, so let's talk about some random thing, and let's talk about this one. This is Heavy Metal Reload. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is basically, let's see what this is. I haven't seen this in years. It's just a bunch of, well, this is kind of interesting. If you like heavy metal, the magazine, it's pretty interesting. This is Richard Corbin. It starts with an article by Richard Corbin, who does great work, great artwork, and it's about Richard Corbin by Pete Hamill. And that's the introduction of the book. So it just starts off like that, and then it just goes on to like a lot of Richard Corbin stuff like that, and just a lot of his thing. He did Den of Geek from the movie Heavy Metal, and so that's pretty much who he is, and he did that, if you remember the movie when that was on. If you haven't seen the movie, it's an animated feature called Heavy Metal. It's really, really good. Check it out. There's a new one that came out, Heavy Metal 2000, which I don't know. I don't know if that one was that great. It wasn't that great, but the first one was fantastic. There's a lot of animated movies that did come out. One was called Wizards, which was okay. There was a bunch of them. That has got to be my favorite animated movie because it just blows everything out of the water. So that's Richard Corbin in here. It starts with that, and of course, in heavy metal style, it goes on to just a bunch of these guys. What is this? Royo. Pretty sure Julie Bella's in this, who's lovely. And yeah, I didn't even expect to see that, but Julie Bell is in here. And it's got gallery by her, and it's got a lot of these awesome, I'm just going to show you these because her stuff is just fantastic. It's just these awesome, awesome pictures. These paintings, which are really inspiring to me personally, and I really love them. I really just think that it's just really, really fantastic what she does and the stuff with the paintings. Arthur Sudiam, this guy's alright. These are like the guys that do the best fantasy genre art, which is just art of a fantasy. Like if you like fantasy movies or science fiction movies or books, that's the kind of art that's on the front page, the front cover of like science fiction books, fantasy books. It's on front covers of like science fiction movies when they still have them. Not these a lot of photographs, but it used to be like fantastic stuff. So it's got a bunch of these guys. Arthur Sidiam. This was Beasley. Beasley is great. Just awesome. Here's one with just a woman with a dragon. That's fantastic. That really came out great. That's Julie 99. So yeah, so in the style of heavy metal magazine, when they're at their best, they're really at their best. They're really, really good. You know, not everyone can be good all the time, but their peaks are fantastic. Their best of is really best of. Like, you know, they have to put out content every month. So, you know, they just try to put up a bunch of content, but, you know, a lot of the guys, they're not around anymore, like, you know, a bunch of these guys. Here, you know, so that started that. This is Claudio Boy. He just does these great. I mean, these are fantasy women. Like, I don't know, like, why women wouldn't I mean, just be totally inspired by the women in here, because these are like perfect, beautiful women that are in here, and it's in a fantasy genre. I don't know why like women wouldn't want to like look like these or be inspired by this kind of look. And this is like girls that really just want to be at their best. Holy moly! Oh my god! I didn't even know he was in here, but Roger Zelaznik. Yeah, his art is beautiful. I see the new stuff that he does all the time is fantastic. So yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna skim through. This is also Royo. Louis Royo, if you don't know like his work, check it out because his stuff, and I'm just gonna flip through. It's difficult to flip through this stuff. Is just like fantastic. I'm not kind of like not really flipping onto his page here. But just see what else is in here that's really cool. I can show you guys. Wow, Dreamland. It just goes into like a lot of these pictures. It's just it's just like the image, the idea. It captures your imagination. It just lets you see like the coolest of coolness is in this kind of like thing. And I think they just put together the highlights from, I don't know, Reload it's called, a collection of heavy metal galleries, just the highlights of their art, of their work. Let me see, Brian Root is in here. It's just a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's girls and fantasy, and this guy is pretty cool. This guy just makes dragons. Oh, he's Spanish. I tried talking to him at convention, and it's really, really hard, but I tried. He speaks a little English, but it was hard because like, you know, because he's basically Spanish, so it's really, really hard to talk to him and like tell him about all of this stuff. That, yeah, it's just like Beasley. And if there's, I'm just gonna skim through this, and if there's any like highlights, I will show you. Like that. Just like, I hope you're seeing this. Okay. Just like really cool. We're just gonna flip through this one thing for this video. I'm gonna do other videos with different books. I'll see how this one goes, and I'll try to like modify it so you guys get a better idea of what these books are and a better view of the actual art, so I can just like show you that, because that's the whole point, is just showing you the art that's in this book. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's just a lot of other guys here that yes, everyone in here is amazing. And shoes, wow, dude, just awesome. Anyway, this is the book, Heavy Metal Reload, and check this out. It is probably available. I mean, you could probably find this somewhere online. I will have a link to get this book. This is really, it's a hidden gem actually, because I remember like this being out, and then now it's like I don't see this anymore. I'm really glad I picked this up. So yeah, and cool. So that's that book, and then I'll see you in another video.